This right here is my phone inside of its case. And I've not had this case very long. You can see the name of it right there. Zoomed out, meant to zoom in. And you can see the name of it right there. And this is what the back of it looks like. So over here in the corners, it started to flake. And here on the edges too. So what I'm planning on doing with it is getting rid of the black paint that's on it. I mean, apart from these black rubber bits, which you can't really do anything about. That red bit right there, I might take that off too. We'll see how it goes, but the whole point in doing this is to test what is inside here. So now, inside this, what we have is this. And this right here is a rotary tool. So you can, do stuff using rotation. Let me take it out. Now, I got this a few weeks ago and I got it to replace one that stopped working a few months ago. And the one that stopped working was actually a Dremel. Dremel 3000, which worked for about 1.5 years. 2 years, let's say about 2 years. Might have been 2.5. Either way, I thought I'd do a video on this because I haven't done one yet. And, I sort of did one, like when I showed the vise. The vise, which by the way, if you need a vise, check out the vise video. Hopefully it's there in the corner. Either way, this is going to replace the Dremel. This comes with a few more things than the Dremel does. Still available. And I've used it a short while, but this is an actual video on this. Although it's not exactly on this because I'm not showing the tools or anything that comes with it. Alright, there we go, that's what comes with it. So what we have here is a tub of bits. So you got sanding discs which come in that. And this right here can protect your eyeballs if you don't have goggles. And I suggest maybe getting goggles. I've just noticed all these cat hairs. Also, we've got this right here, which goes on the end of it. And inside this, what you have are some cutting discs and sanding discs. And this thing in the top of the lid doesn't come with a Dremel 3000, so that's kind of handy if you want to use that. If you want to make things a little more easy to work with, then I guess you could probably use this. Makes it a little more portable, and you don't have to hold the main units. But yeah, that is basically what comes with it, as well as a manual. Anyway, this right here, I'm not too sure whether to do it on this desk, or I could use these shelves that I recently put up. Now, if I do it here, I might make a bit of a mess depending on how much paint comes off of the phone case. And if I do it on the shelves, I think my seating position might be a little bit of an issue. Right, so here we are. I'm going to zoom into around here somewhere. And I'm also going to stay stood up rather than sit down because sitting down is not very good for you apparently. Although the next step down from sitting down is laying down. And if you don't lay down, at the end of your day, you go crazy. So weird how that works. Anyway, Allen key, that's going to go into there. Hopefully it's the right one. No, it's not. Luckily, I've got a smaller one. And that's the right one. And that is all the screws out. And this is now the case apart. So the red part of the case is attached to that. These are the metal parts. And I'm also going to be using this. I'm just going to put it in there like that. Right, so that's sorted, more or less. The other thing is little bits flying everywhere. What I was going to do at first was drop some material from this top shelf down to this one. That should prevent anything from going in that direction, but it's also going to block the camera. It's not too bad. Where did I put the microphone? Could do with a wireless mic. It's also blocking the lights. Right, so hopefully you can read the name on this nice and clearly, because I'm going to try to erase it using this. And yeah, let's see how it goes. It's taking the name off of it. I just don't want it too rough. I think that looks a bit better than actual paint though, personally. If I tilt this like that, you'll be able to see the shine off it. But it's not very smooth. But at least now you know what it is that I'm doing. And I'll probably go over this again with something else that should hopefully smoothen out these rougher areas. Also, I don't really want to make any deep gouges in this because that is what the thing I was going to use might do. Right, so this is pretty much now all silver, apart from the back of it. I mean, it does feel quite rough, but I'll do something to that next. Also, what I've been doing is holding it rather than putting it in the vise. Right, so I've taken the paint off of this now too. And check out the state of my hands. Also, there's quite a bit of a mess in this corner right here where I've put this material. Right there, see that? Now I need to vacuum this up. Now what I'm going to do is try to smoothen it out a little bit. Right, so that's what this looks like now. I probably shouldn't have used that sandpaper bit that I used, but I don't have this other type of sandpaper bit you can buy, and that probably would have done a better job. However, I am going to do something else to this right now, and I also didn't want it perfectly smooth looking. This is what I was after. I like the scratches and stuff, so yeah, on to the next bit. So my next trick involves the removal of this, and on here what I have is that. And just so you know, this wouldn't have worked on the paint. Right here you should be able to see how uneven this is and how sort of really bad it looks. That's the look I'm going for. And about 10 minutes later, it's looking a little smoother. Don't want it too smooth though, but I think I might shine it, I might polish it a little bit, but so far so good, I think. Not really too bothered about the shine, I just wanted more of a rugged sort of a look. Right, so I've done this side right here, so ignore that. What I want to do now is this top part. And we're going to see what it looks like afterwards. Right, so I've done this half. That half is normal. And it kind of makes it shiny. But it also helps smoothen it out a little bit. Believe it or not, there are still those lines in there, which is what I want. It's a metal case, and I wanted it like this because it was chipping. The paint was chipping. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with the rest of this and sort of smoothen it out a little bit. And then I'm going to try to bring out some shine. I've given these a quick polish. What I'll do now is I'll put the phone back inside it. Also, I'm going to clean up the rest of this desk because it's a bit of a mess. And I call this a desk. It's not a desk, it's a shelf. Looks a little rough, but that's exactly how I wanted it. And this way, I don't have to worry about chipping the paint, which I said already, but I'm saying it again. So yeah, I'm going to put this back together now, and hopefully the screen still fits. That was actually stuck on with adhesive as I've been holding this. the adhesive has become non-adhesive, but we'll see how it works out. Could just leave the screen off it. Anyway, to the other desk, to the actual desk. Here we are. It's a little dark. Did that on purpose. Did that so you can see the case properly. Because right now it's a little too bright over here. Anyway, you can see the texture in this now. So I'm going to put this together. So let's see what it looks like when a phone's in it. And there we have the phone inside the case. Now this thing at the bottom, this red thing, I might just take it off and do it separately. Completely forgot about it. But the rest of the phone looks fine to me. Screws aren't in yet, but they're obviously going to be black. I guess I could do the screws too, but then the center of the screw is going to be black. But I guess for now I could probably take this out. And right here we have the back of it. Just a quick one with this. Now I've left this side the way it is for obvious reasons, but I've done the rest of it. Right, back again. So this is going to go into there, just like that, and then this goes on top. And now I put the screws in. So now as you can see it blends in, and also I don't have to worry about the paint chipping on this, which is good because it was chipping before, but now I can even scratch it. Also, if this gets any scratches, I can smoothen it out with the Rotary tool, and this video was about the Rotary tool, not about this phone case. And there we have it. So if you're thinking of getting one of these things, go for it, but make use of it, otherwise you're just wasting your money. So I will catch you in the next one, and that's about all for now. Said that in the wrong order. That's about all for now. Catch you in the next one.